What's your favorite candy?
So this is going to be a little weird because a lot of people don't know about this candy, but I really love Mr. Good Bars. Those are like my favorite.
Those are like the leftover candies.
Yeah, give them to me. I will
Halloween.
take them. Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Brittney Dixon. I am a clinical assistant professor in the Department of Health Services Research Management and Policy, and I am also the program director for the Bachelor of Public Health program.
I'd like to always start these by doing a rapid fire.
Okay.
All right, so first question, coffee or tea?
Tea.
Books or movies?
Movies.
Fruits or vegetables?
Probably fruits because I like sweets, so fruits.
All right, and what's your favorite holiday?
My birthday.
Should be a national holiday, right? All right, so more serious questions now. Can you talk about your journey to a career in public health?
Oh my goodness, it was a journey. So when I first started undergrad, my major was like exercise science because I thought I wanted to go to medical school. I kind of had this epiphany I didn't want to do that anymore. Then I had a friend who wanted to go to law school, and so I was like, oh, that sounds great. I can just do that. So I switched my major from exercise science to criminology and graduated, applied to law school, got accepted into a few, and then I realized I didn't want to go to law school. I took a year off. And during that time off, I was able to spend time with my grandfather. I was able to take care of him, take him to his doctor's appointments. And then I realized at a lot of his appointments, and depending on where he received his care, that it was not always the best, and you could see differences between a really good place that provides healthcare versus one that doesn't. And I was like, what can I do that's in healthcare, but it's not hands-on being a physician? So that's when I found public health, and I was like, okay, that seems right up my alley.
So did you have a mentor or a teacher who you remember who made a big impact on you?
I do. I'm going to take it way back. So 8th grade, I will never forget this. So I had an 8th grade teacher. Her name was Mrs. Lightfoot. She actually told me it was the last day of school before I was going to high school. And she was like, Brittney, remember what I told you. Do not change yourself for anyone. Now, it seems very cliche, and at the time I'm like, what is she talking about? I'm not going to change myself for anyone. But going into high school and college, there are so many things, so many people you interact with that can really influence your path forward. So that's the one thing I keep with me.
Dr. Dixon has always been extremely supportive and helpful whenever I've had questions, whether it be about specific coursework or the bigger picture career questions. One question I'd ask is, how do your students motivate or inspire you?
Our students they're so involved on campus, and I just think back to when I was an undergrad, I really didn't do much of anything in comparison to what they've done. But they motivate me to be active, to get involved. They also motivate me when I think in terms of the classroom. They ask really great questions, and oftentimes I'll have to go back and look up those questions. They just inspire me to be my highest level of who I am, because that's what they're really striving towards, and they have big dreams, big goals. And I will also say they motivate me to continue to keep learning.
All right. Well, do you have any final thoughts, any last parting words?
I do have one final thing. So I would also say I have a plan B, C, probably D. I do think it's easy to get stuck on the one thing you want to do, but I think it's also important to have a few, or at least one backup plan, so that your dreams and your hopes aren't completely crushed. I also just want to say I really love our students in our college and our faculty.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Dixon.
Thank you.